Well, we're still here at the Children's Crisis Network, and we're talking to Lenore today. Now, Lenore has been able to utilize the Crisis Nursery here as a little bit of support for you as a mother. Tell us a little bit about how you found out about the Crisis Network.
I found out about the nursery through my community supports.
Okay.
Yeah, that was back in 2013 when my daughter was born.
Okay. And what did it mean for you? How did it change the way you were able to bring up your daughter and get through things that were maybe a little bit of a tough time for you?
Um, it was immensely, it was immensely important. I always just refer to the cottage as being a part of my community because I went through the loss of a sister a week prior to finding out that I was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And previous to that, my oldest sister, there was only three of us girls in the family, she was murdered by Robert Pickton.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I was diagnosed with PTSD. I had severe PTSD. And along with the second passing of my other sister, and then finding out I was pregnant, really the family support was very scarce at that time. Everybody was grieving and going through the motions of that. And so I just find that if probably my sisters were here today, there would be a lot more support,
Right.
but there's not. And so the cottage has been just amazing in terms of supporting me and my daughter to just getting to where we need to be as the small family unit that we are. And I just have ample gratitude. It's just an amazing feeling when you know that there's a place that you can bring your child to where they're safe and they're actually like being loved and cared for, where you can just step aside and focus on certain issues that you may be going through to be a better parent.
And a lot of people probably don't realize how alone it can feel when you don't have that support and you still want to be the best parent you can be.
That's right. Feeling alone is a very terrible thing to go through, and I don't honestly don't know what I would have done had if the cottage wasn't here. Again, I consider them a part of our family. My daughter adores the program, and yeah, I just I feel that they really have helped me not feel alone. Um, and most importantly, they definitely have just been so supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. And if you could tell other people who may be going through a tough time or moms who are on their own out there, if you could tell them a little bit about this place, what would you tell them?
Not to be scared.
Yeah.
That it's a beautiful, caring environment. That because initially I think it can be kind of scary to take your children and be away from them and the separation anxiety. But I mean, all in all, it's just such a beautiful program. I would recommend it to anybody who's going through any kind of difficulties. It's amazing. It's non-judgmental. I mean, which is a huge thing too. I find because we're all going through different issues in our lives, and the kids benefit from it. It's such a great environment.
Awesome. Lenore, thanks so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. We're finding out more and more about the Children's Cottage Crisis Nursery here today on Shaw TV. Stay with us. More coming up after the break.